Hey guys, I'm back with the world famous beats for the second half of my hand history review on, I think it was 2 Sundays ago. It was my second place finish in the $33 10K on Ignition. Um, we got to look at some good spots last time, and we're going to dive right into this time. How you doing, Mr. Beats? You ready to go?
I'm doing great, ready to go. Now, with this spot, with stack sizes, just to take a look, what is and our average stack size is 20K. What are the actual blind levels right now?
Um, for,
4-8.
for,
So, okay, so we're still in late reg, probably 2 levels left.
yes. Yeah. So this at 1200, it'll be 50% of field, and
Okay,
it was
so we're still in the chip EV accumulation mindset.
correct. All right, let's dive in. Then we check this back. Um, yeah, I think we just fold here. I mean, we probably call with the heart, fold with this exact combination.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no incentive here. What I mean, because what really is our, you know, incentive here for continuing in the spot?
Yeah,
I mean, we don't.
queen
I mean,
six,
I guess it meets minimum defense frequency, but
spade and diamond. This is our combo, mixing fold.
yeah, it's gonna be a very mixed spot. But yeah, I mean, there's really not much to see there.
An open, open gets through. Not playing the jack four, not playing the jack eight, not playing the queen six. I think queen seven I'd open there. Not taking the queen six. I think this is a fine fold from under the gun or under the gun one with the 6-8 suited. I would have jammed here if I didn't
Yeah,
get.
there wasn't another. Yeah, okay.
All right, good spot to look at here. I think this is a fine spot to go. I don't know. You can go quarter, you can go 40%. There's some connectivity in the middle cards, but we have the range advantage. We have, two big cards that connect with the king. And we get
Yep.
7-9. Once I might open this one spot over, but not here. We want to have good table awareness here. Lots of short stacks behind, so we don't want to open too wide and get jammed out and have to fold. So we're usually priced in these spots. Good spot to look at here. What I'm trying to think, this is probably my worst king I'm calling with. I'm probably calling with all suited aces. I'm probably calling down to like ace 5-0. Um, Probably all suited broadways and down to king 10. If we call this, I'll probably fold, probably call queen jack and fold.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was gonna say suited nines. I mean, I'm calling all pairs, all aces, suited nines. Is it offsuit tens? I mean, for eight, I mean, this might be in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually
I mean, I
calling
think
way
I'm
too
calling
tight.
all offsuit tens, and I think this probably speaks in.
So I'm calling way, well, this isn't a great spot 'cause- well, I guess it's fine because it's got symmetrical stacks.
Yeah.
But so I mean, I'm obviously calling way too tight here.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
so this is a
And
mistake.
I think I'm probably even a little tighter than this because I'm probably not calling like Jack I'm not calling like the King six, King five, King four usually. Maybe not all the suited kings, but yeah, I could definitely see a lot of that, and I definitely would think this was in there.
Wonder what I do here. I think you I think you can. I think you can flat. I think you can three bet all in. I think you can three bet not all. What do I do? I flat. I
Yeah,
don't,
I mean, I would probably, flat more often than not there. Um,
I don't think we can really do much here. I wonder if we have leads on this board. Am I not supposed to?
who's the board again?
So real quick, we got this. This is a better way to look at it. So I was right. Call three bet not all in. Three bet all in. So all three are okay.
Yeah,
Check.
I was gonna say this is gonna be like a pure check.
Yeah. So this is super marginal.
Yeah,
Mostly folding. I'm playing the queen two, nine, eight, not in this spot, six, four, queen five. I'm not sure if this is in there. I feel like I feel like even if it's not, it's a fine open to take. Ooh, interesting. I think I folded this. I think I'm calling king jack, folding king 10 here. I mean, if he had like eight, I think I'm calling. I think this is our bottom here. This is our bottom of one of our open folds.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's yeah. It definitely would be at the bottom of my open folds. Queen Jack might. No. I mean, ace 10, ace 9, I'm calling. Ace 8 is probably like a zero, the almost, eh.
It's actually an open fold here. Um,
Is it an open fold?
I mean, they're running this at 22 effective, I think.
Yeah, they're running it at 22 effective rather than like when you bid into it and look at it, you're getting in when you're looking at the open and then the call, you're looking at the 9 and 10
No, well,
effective, which
it's running. I don't want to spend too much on this. It's running this at 10
at
effective.
10, which is going to be a
It's got to
zero
be, so
EV
we don't.
split. So, but
So this is
yeah,
probably fine. So if it's slightly in here at this depth,
it's
um,
not going to be in there at 20.
yeah, but I think it's going to be in here at this depth when we have so many of the people covered at the tip, right?
Right, right, yeah.
So I think it's fine.
It's yeah, you're probably fine because you have everybody covered, but then yeah, definitely and it's definitely still gonna be an open fold.
Yeah, and it
Okay,
looks
the
like,
queen jack is in there a little bit with a zero EV call. That's
yeah.
okay. That was what I was thinking that, and then the ace nine. Yeah, okay.
I think this is close. Actually, I want to check this.
Versus UTC one.
So we are in ICM now.
Okay.
So I'll pull this up real fast. We'll say still price. It's not 25% of the field left. Um, what do we have? 15.
I mean, I know Chippy V. This is a pure call with King Deuce. So, um,
This is a good sim.
yeah,
Um, actually,
yeah. I was gonna say but it's like even though it's a pure call, it's like barely printing and like it's like break even in Chippy V. So in ICM, it's probably not in there.
This feels fine. So actually we can just use the same sim. Boom. 50% of the field. I have 12 or whatever. He has a little bit more. I'm sorry, I have 13. They have a little bit more. Jack three's out. Jack four, you can limp. Playing the 6-2, and I'm playing the 7-6 with this depth. No. Ace queen. I might rip this if there's the small blind in play, but I think I'm in raise just because the small blind's not in play. Gets through, ace jack, gets through. 6-2 no go. This is fine. He's shoving. Weird spot as we only have 12, but he's shoving 18 effective. I mean, this is obviously a call. I think if you look at his shove range, this is going to be a lot of a lot of low suited ace X.
Oh, suited ace X, suited eights, suited, maybe not suited eights, suited nines, suited tens.
Maybe like suited. I feel like that whole suited portion of the range is just going to jam, and
Yeah,
then low pocket pairs.
and there might even be some like king queen off jamming, some queen jack off jamming as well. So yeah, and yeah, like I said, low pocket pairs, the low suited aces.
Um,
Yeah, that's a good spot
can't really
to catch
find
him because you should be ahead of most of his jamming range.
can't really find a good spot to look at. We'll pull something up fast. This isn't bad because he has a bunch. He has 37 bigs, but like,
But I mean, as long as he's, I mean, covering, it's
yeah. So
fine.
this is good. Some of this, some of
Yeah,
this.
yeah. This looks about like what we are saying. It doesn't have quite as much low suited aces, but
Yeah.
still, yeah. It's the idea is that he's jamming low pocket pairs. He's jamming the like suited nines, suited tens region. He's jamming lower suited aces. He's not jamming top of his range.
It's good to look at our call off range here as well. So
Yeah.
we pretty much want to call off all our Broadway. To call off any Broadway combo,
Yep.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
Ace
Because
suited.
yeah, all our Broadway is ahead of what his jamming range is because he should be raise calling those and then jamming the more middling section of his range.
Also, it's good to note, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but um, always pay attention to what your opponents are doing. There are people here who are going to incorrectly shove the top of their range too wide. Um, so
Correct. Yeah, there's going to be
use
people that do this exact opposite. They're going to shove the top of their range and then they're going to raise call the or raise fold the middling section of their range that they should
yes.
be open jamming.
So if someone is shoving this and this, you do want to be a little bit tighter in this spot.
Yeah.
And
Just run here. And I mean, he found the correct portion of his range to jam, so
yeah,
that's good.
no, not defending.
I mean, what's well,
I'm curious to where we are in I don't know where we are in the tournament here. Um, I mean, we're getting along. I
I
feel
mean,
like giving walks when you're the covering stack here, it's ICM. I feel like if you're going to apply any bit of pressure,
yeah, I mean, this is definitely something that it may not necessarily be solved or approved always, but it's definitely something that I would do. Um, and then you get a flop like this, and you just move on with life.
All right. So very small sliver of raise here. And do we continue? No, I checked.
No,
It's your mistake. Yeah, I saw the 8 and the 7. I thought oh, this is just a
yeah, I mean, if it was, I mean, the queen, it just, yeah, it just doesn't give us enough. But yeah, once it goes check, 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 I'm fine with the lead, just because he's saying he doesn't have anything. So let's take a stab. If he does anything, fold.
yeah.
He's quite scared at that point. So
We open, let them all in. Easy call there. We win. Not playing this. This is good. We get 3-bet. We fold.
yeah, this depth, with him being a covering stack.
Probably jam ace queen. Her jam ace queen suited, maybe call ace queen O. Do that in reverse if we were from later position. Um, I don't know. What is the bottom here? Ace 10 or ace jack?
Um, I mean, probably ace jack.
So real quick, this is 25% left in the field, 25 symmetric. Ace 9 comes out. We're jamming all ace queen pretty much here. Ace jack all.
Yeah.
This is marginal. It's just shove this is a bluff, call all this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the ace jack, with a lot of the call, I like that.
Oh, this is a missed open. I think we have to open this. Unless it's the stone bubble. This might be the bubble. Setting all in. No, no fold. No action with the ace king.
So that's a shame. So on that, when he's that short, do you normally just min open, or do you find yourself doing very many just open jams? I mean, obviously with this hand class,
I mean, like, so real quick, I feel like the absolute nuts would limp. So if you have like a high pocket pair, you would limp.
right?
I feel like your nut hands that would raise are your like best suited stuff, like ace king suited, all that stuff, like our best suited aces. And then to balance that out, you just min raise with your trash. This is as trashy as you get. That's just kind of how
Yeah,
it.
this is the absolute bottom. Yeah, and that's why I said like this hand class obviously isn't going to do it, but um, because this is kind of an interesting spot, and I think people get, not to tie up in this spot too much, especially if it's directly on the bubble. Because I know sometimes if we're like on the bubble, people get too jam happy here. Um, Now, if you're on a final table bubble, it's a different, but um, yeah, but yeah, on the bubble, sometimes people get a little too jam happy here when they have this like, seven under eight big blind stack next to them, and they just want to jam any two cards.
Yeah. And I think you're losing money when you do that. Still
I think
maybe.
so. I think so too. So yeah, like this here, there's huge amount of fold even with this. Um, But yeah, I think, you're right. If you're going to open here, if you should be mixing the very top range and the bottom part as just a min open and then jamming all the stuff in the middle. But anyways,
Let me see if we have a good. Fortunately, it doesn't look like we have really good sim to look at.
Yeah, it's. I mean, if you find anything that has them like eight and under, and then you as a covering
Yeah,
stack, that's
there's
pretty much.
yeah, so this is one where they have four. I mean, so maybe this is just a mistake. Yeah, so like I don't know, this is weird. So if you look at these two, so this is um he has big one has 11 here. Yeah, big one has 11 bigs here.
Okay, so he's a little deeper, so he's got over 10. So,
And this one is four, so you jam everything at four.
oh yeah, he's so short at four that it doesn't matter.
So this is in the middle. So
Yeah, at eight, it's going to have a little bit different inflection point. So, seven or eight.
again, everybody's less than 15. I think we can jam any ace here. Again, going to
Yeah,
be raising our best stuff, jamming again with suited stuff that's not great. Worse, bad suited ace X, bad unsuited ace X here because both guys are fairly short, low pocket pairs, and we can min raise a lot.
yep,
I'm not calling here. I think my bottom here is ace 10 suited.
yeah. And I mean, you've got, you have to worry about the rejam stacks behind you in that spot. So,
Aces, fortunately, no extras with aces. Again, good spot to open. I think a lot of people probably jam here, which is a mistake. Great spot to min raise and fold to anybody but the six big blind stack. Actually, you can probably call. You might be able to call. No, it's probably ace 10 is probably the bottom of the call off range versus the big blind. Get it through.
yeah,
Jack 4, 10 3, king queen. We call. I don't think I'm calling ace jack here. Ace queen O is interesting. You calling ace queen O here?
um, I mean, it's gonna be, it's gonna be close. Um, let's see, because we're on the bubble potentially. I mean, uh,
Found a good one. This is 18% left.
18% left.
It's got 18 versus a 16 big blind jam.
Yeah,
This,
it's
this is
out.
this
So
is even tens is out.
yeah, I was gonna say it's probably close if not out. But yeah,
I'm not playing this.
nope. Now you're out for sure. It's nice when they make the close decisions easy for you.
Absolutely. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite things is when there's a close all-in spot and you're like, I probably got to call this, but it doesn't feel good. And then somebody else calls in front of you. You're like, oh, I can get away from it now.
Or they do the one chip raise, and you're like, thank
Oh,
you.
out of here with this. No 7-8 off. No, here we go. We're just jamming. You get it
Yep.
through. Fours. No, not versus a raise. Kings. No action. Uh, Can't do anything
No,
here. Pretty
jam.
standard
It's
shove in this spot.
got six.
And
Oof.
lose. Again, the big shove, easy call off for us.
He's
And
shoving with almost any two.
I remember this one. I think this is in there.
Yeah, I mean, he's but Uh, it's probably in there, but it feels gross. But yeah,
And we win.
yeah.
Got to win to win. Um, I wonder if I click it on this guy. No, we don't click
Nope,
it.
not now.
Got a nice little stack here, 24 bigs. Making good progress. Um, Standard check back spot. We got a hand that flops well. No reason, he's gonna have some traps in his limp range. No
No
reason,
reason to blow.
you know,
No reason to blow the pot.
flop top pair or best flop second pair. Just want to call him. He's limp leading here, a pretty wide range. He's eager to put a lot of money in. I don't think we can get away from this now with all the draws. All the draws come in. He checks
Just
back
check back. Yeah,
and we win. Now we lose, but that's all right. Not doing anything here.
ace seven off. No, just two coverings. You're the short
Yeah, maybe we
stack
can.
here.
I mean, maybe we can click it with ace ten off. Or no, is it
Yeah.
just a fold? Is it a VPIP?
Ace ten.
Yeah.
Um, and it's.
Trying to find it
I
here.
think. I think ace jack is probably going to be the bottom.
This is 20.
Yeah, but when you have the ICM implication,
This is 20 mixing
oh
fold with a click. That's 18% of the field left. I'm not, I'm
yeah,
not, I'm not sure if we're in the money yet, unfortunately. We open, we get jammed on. Can't fold. Gotta win it.
no,
And we win. That's always nice when that happens.
run better.
Nope, get away from this. Is he all in?
Yeah,
I can do.
I
No,
was like, that's a weird raise size. He must be all in.
you might be getting pretty deep now. Again, an interesting BBB spot. We're just gonna call here and see a flop. All right, so we're defending the king 9-0 here. I don't think we can fold.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
It's not fun, but
I mean, he should have. And I'm assuming he should have a lot of leads in the spot, anyways, on this board. Um, but yeah, I don't think you can fold ever because, like, from an from a like us on a chip EV model for sure, he's leading almost a range on this flop because of the ace. So I think in a 18 to 15% of the field left, he's probably still leading almost range.
so he folds. I mean, I folded here. I think there's got to be ICM implications here. I mean, if you see here, we're pretty far along. I do have
Yeah.
the final table marked, and once you get to, so we're probably there's probably a decent amount of IC implications here. It's still probably a call.
Yeah, I just think I just think there's so much EV in that call there, just because he's, like I said, he's probably supposed to lead almost a range in that spot
Yeah.
if he knows what he's doing, of course.
So we
But
raised the ace 6-0, that got through. Ace point oh, no action.
through,
Um, not playing
make a
this.
decision.
Not doing anything with twos. I feel like sixes, the sixes or fives is probably the bottom of the VPIP range,
Yeah,
the pairs.
and choose. Yeah,
It's funny, it was my bust out hand is this exact hand. Versal limp. I wonder if I probably don't lead here. So we haven't seen many limps here, which is surprising for a $33 and ignition on Sunday. Um,
yeah,
I would normally lead here. I probably don't though in this exact spot though.
yeah. It's on this board here with the limp pot from UTG. I probably would lead this because it's. I mean, you have a completely uncapped range, and he shouldn't hit this as much, even though his range is kind of, you're going into the unknown, but still, I would probably, I might lead out there for, one, just put one out there and just see.
Time to rock and roll with the tens.
And just flop a 10. That that turn river didn't make it. That river didn't make it fun.
No.
Uh,
I wonder. So with these stack distributions, I wonder if we might be getting to like the final two table. We might be in like at least final three tables here. Um,
yeah, yeah, because you're now playing six-handed, so probably like three tables.
yeah.
Average stack 344. Yeah.
We fade a lot on that flop. Now we got a nice stack. We got 35 bigs. Um, Not doing anything here. Trying to think. This feels close. Maybe because I'm covered. Maybe You know what I did? This is pretty. I think this guy covered me by so much that um I didn't want to get involved here. Let me just see.
Well, it's you got that guy covering you. You've got the big. I mean, the big blind is basically a same stack. The button is a rejam stack. I just think this is just too like too cute in a sense to open. I would just
Yeah.
pass on this one
If we had this guy covered, I would definitely.
because it's. I mean, it's definitely the if it's in there, it's definitely the bottom. But I think you're playing fire with this one if you do open it.
Trying to find anything that's close. This is where covered by the big blind. So let's see. So this is a weird distribution. We have almost 30. Button has short, small blind only has 20, but the big blind has uh 44.
Yeah, so it's in there as a zero EV open. Like ace five, ace six, ace seven are all zero EV opens. So, I mean, that's when I just, especially on this, something like ignition, I probably just,
Interesting spot. Ooh. This is interesting. So here's the range and the advantage on this board. But we have a blocker and a two, which is usually a good bluff combination. Do I bet? No, I just take. I think it's too much showdown. We get here,
yeah,
got a call.
and just fold.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.